Hey guys, Nabil here. Hope everyone is doing great. Now, I want to start this video by thanking those. A lot of you have sent me messages asking about how I'm doing, if everything's okay. As you might not know this, but there was a big earthquake in Morocco, 48 hours or so ago, and so yeah, I'm fine. The epicenter of the earthquake was about 400 kilometers away, so we felt it for a good 30 seconds. The earth was shaking, but nothing major. However, the people in that area, which is a very rural area made of villages, it's have suffered a lot. More than 2,500 death and counting. It's rising. It's a terrible human tragedy. Very difficult times for the country, and that's why I haven't done video for the past couple days. But that's the reason. And again, I just want to thank everyone. A lot of you guys sent me messages on YouTube or Twitter asking if I'm safe, if my family's safe. So yes, thank you. I'm safe. And those of you who actually want to help, there's a link in the description from the Washington Post. There's an article and showing you how people who want to donate to help the people here in Morocco who suffered the most and lost their homes and families. Now let's talk a little bit about the topic of this video, which is the King of Fighters 15's latest patch coming out tomorrow. We finally know the full changes of that the game is gonna get, and it's suffice to say, this is going to change everything for the game. It absolutely will change the King of Fighters 15. It's a lot of changes. Now the thing is with this patch, and if I'm going to summarize it, if I'm not even gonna, not even mention the characters, if I want to summarize it, it can be summarized as this: some characters, most of the characters got buffed, some characters got nerfed, and goodbye to Krohnen and B.JENET. I think that's how to summarize this patch, because those two characters, especially B.JENET, more so than Krohnen, but both of them really got killed. You're not going to see them in every tournament, every finals again. I can guarantee you that. As I said, Krohnen might still be viable, but B.JENET is done. Some characters also got nerfed pretty heavily, like Kyo Kusanagi, which I'm not. I'm a bit sad about that. But again, I'm not gonna go through all these changes here because you can do that. Link is in the description. But we're gonna look at a tier list. Well, it's not really a tier list, but it was created using the tier list creation tool by Freonel. So I'm borrowing that from him to explain which characters got nerfed, which ones got destroyed, which ones got actually did end up getting some really good buffs. All right, so this is created by Freonel. If you don't know him, he's a pro player, and it's I agree with most of it here, so I'm gonna use this to give you a bit of a summary on what's happening. So some of the characters that got the major buffs are the ones on top. Shun'ei absolutely got buffed. Now Shun'ei, you probably know this, but Shun'ei is supposed to be the actual hero of this new saga, right? Of the King of Fighters 14 and 15, and he was really good in 14, but not so in 15. And with the buffs he has gotten, it's a lot, dude. Like so many of his things now changed. Like the frame start for like Sky Axe went from 15 to 11, and then you have that as we saw in the video, the thruster vision can now be cancelled into normal version. The EX version can be cancelled into normal version, which kind of reminds me again of 14. Mei Kun also got buffed slightly, but let's talk about Benimaru, because Benimaru is back to, I think he's back to his 14 glory, because he absolutely got some serious buffs. And again, I'm not gonna get into the details. Dolores got a lot of buffs as well. We used to see her when the game started, but for me the biggest, if I have to choose one big winner here, it's going to be Geese. Geese has gotten very strong, and you're going to see a lot of him. Genitz as well, he got major buffs, but it doesn't mean he's going to be top tier. And Geese, I have, it's an educated guess that he's going to be the new top tier. That's how good Geese Howard, the Goose, got buffed. Same as Elizabeth, she was very strong when the game came out, but then got nerfed. So she's back as being strong. Rock Howard, same thing. Cam, one of the latest DLC characters, my fan favorite. He's good, but now he's much better. Right? A lot of buffs that he has gotten. We've seen one of them in the video, but he actually is really good right now. I think a lot of buffs, a lot of buffs. Expanded proximity recognition for some normals. Expanded hitbox with the jumping LK, which is big. Jumping blowback, expanded attack. The Hangetsu's increased super cancel window. It's a lot of things, and again, you can see that in the like in the patch notes. Again, link in the description. But Kim is not going to be very strong, and I'm happy to have him in my team. Shingo is going to be more annoying than ever because now he has that Shingo kick that he can do when he's actually jumping backwards, which is the big one. Chris is really good now. Well, I mean, he will be when the patch launches tomorrow. Robert is back to his 14 shenanigans. Blue Mary got buffed. Antonov got super buffed. Who else got super? Darlie Dagger, and I think not just her, but the entire Samurai Showdown team got a lot of buffs because nobody uses these characters, right? They were added as DLC, but nobody uses them. They're not that strong, and now all of them are viable. Haomaru, and we'll see that later. Darlie Dagger, and of course Nakoruru as well. Orochi Chris, he also got buffed. Billy Khan, they tried to buff him in the last patch, but it wasn't enough, and he's getting some buffs again. And again, these characters got a lot of buffs. That's why they're on top. It doesn't mean those are the strongest, but these are the characters that got a lot of buffs in this patch. Rugal as well, or Omega Rugal. Minor buffs that are gonna overall make these characters even stronger. Meitenkun, Vanessa, Shizuru now is probably gonna get to top 2. She was already very good, and then she got some buffs. Andy as well, his Shoryudan now LP is invincible, which is a great anti-air. Terry also got buffed. Yashiro, nobody asked for Yashiro to get buffed, but he got buffed, which again, another contender for someone you're gonna see in tournaments a lot. King got buffed. Joe, Mai has some faster moves. Leona got buffed, like her moves doing more damage. Clark, dude, Clark is already really good, but now he is better. He basically got buffed in his supers. Both his Ultra Argentina backbreaker and the run-in 3 grabs also got like a faster recovery frame for that one because it was kind of useless, and more damage for the Ultra Argentina backbreaker, both the normal version and the max version, which is good because nobody uses that. It was pointless. It didn't do a lot of damage. Raffle was very strong now, and then got nerfed so bad. His better, not back at his super Raph, of course. Vanessa got better. Ramon, a little bit of buffs now. Again, Ramon hasn't been viable since the game came out, so I'm not sure if this is going to change it. Athena got buffed. Ash, Kukri, Whip actually is faster now. There's a lot of crazy dude. They're just buffing everyone, which is awesome, right? Angel, Maxima. Nobody talks about Maxima. This guy is super strong. He is super strong already, but people are just sleeping on him, and now he's got more buffs. Kula is again, maybe she's going to be back to her old self again. Yamazaki, the Orochi, Yashiro, and Shermie, Nakuru, and Haomaru, and even King of Dinosaurs. Then we start with the nerfs. Now, some characters got a small bit of, not too much, right? Like Hyuri, Shermie, Ryo, and that Ryo, it's not much. Like, especially Ryo as a Ryo player, I don't think it's gonna make that difference for him. And he's still very strong. Luong as well, because she got some buffs and some, some nerfs, but generally not a big change. Isla got nerfed, which was surprising, honestly. K-Dash got nerfed, well deserved. I know Fiona is not gonna be happy. Iori was nerfed as well, which wasn't that. He was strong, but not that strong. Hydern is kind of a mixed bag. I think he got some buffs, but as well as some nerfs. Right? So I would put him. I would probably. It's a minor nerf, but it's not much, right? And then you have the big ones. You have the big ones. Kyo, unfortunately, was I was about to put him in my team. I might still do that, but yeah, he got nerfed pretty bad. Unfortunately, it's sad. It's sad. Someone who loves Kyo Kusanagi, it's a bit sad that he was so good though. He was so good. He has so many options. The pressure he can put is crazy. But now they actually expanded Hurtbox for some moves, reduced the hitbox for the blowback. For example, the jump-in blowback, which is one big thing that everybody used. It changes the attack start up to 14 frames from 12. reduced the active frames, reduced the hitbox, and expanded the hurtbox. So that's not gonna be good. A lot of moves have, the damage was reduced and the frames were either increased or the scaling was increased as well. So that means damage is doing less. So Kyo got nerfed pretty bad. Krohnen, well, I mean, it was expected. Krohnen was a beast. They nerfed him. He was still very strong. Now they even nerfed him harder. Now the slide it's a lot, dude. Like Krohnen is, you're not gonna see much. The emergency slide, as it's called, changed the attack startup from 7 to 11 frames and reduced the distance traveled during the slide. That's a big one. The crouch LK and crouching LP, like the LK can no longer cancel into command moves, which is crazy. The LP now changed the attack from 4 to 5, not much, but it reduced the hitbox. The crouching HK changed the attack startup from 8 to 7, but still not a big thing. Jump HK doing more frames now, and it expanded the hurtbox. It's a lot of nerfs, dude. A lot of nerfs for the Calamity Overdrive, lowered opponent's flight when hit in the air. It's just yeah, he is nerfed hard, but not as hard as B.JENET, dude. B.JENET is done from this batch. From these patch notes, B.JENET is completely done. You're not going to see her. They went. I mean, I wouldn't say overboard. We don't know yet because you have to try these things. But yeah, she got nerfed, and again, rightfully so, because we were seeing her all the time, right? I mean, it got to the point where almost every team in the top 3 would have Krohnen and B.JENET, so it's kind of understandable. Gato, I just don't get it. Like, Gato was good, was really good. He got nerfed, and then he got nerfed again. They did give him some extra stuff, but I wouldn't say that he was nerfed a lot. I would say more minor nerfs for him. But it gives you an idea. The majority get buffs, right? The strong ones that we get to see a lot, that we were seeing a lot, got a bit of a nerf. But I think they're really working hard to get this game into a very balanced state. And I think that might work. But again, some things I'm not happy with, obviously. Kyo, and again, maybe I'm just because I'm a Kyo fanboy. And Gato is, I just don't get it. Gato was supposed to get some buffs, honestly. But yeah, otherwise, another big question for me is Yashiro. Why is Yashiro getting buffs? He's already super strong. And Geese. Geese, I think you're going to see Geese a lot. You're going to see Geese a lot because he is climbing that tier list ladder like crazy. He's literally jumping to get on top, and I think he's gonna be on top, but we'll see. So what do you guys think about the new balance changes? It's gonna be released tomorrow. Let me know what you think. Which characters are you excited about to try again, and are you excited for Duel On? Let me know all that and more in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.